Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there's no talking, eating, drinking, gum, chewing, and walking around or smoking of any kind, and police may properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let's start out with the city of Detroit. We're ready, Mrs. Williams Law.
Yes, ready, Your Honor.
Let's start out with the city of Detroit versus Mia Denise Daniels, case number SP 137-49351. Ms. Daniels just allowed her to leave. She's paid her fine, and we're going to dismiss the case at this time. All right, if there's nothing further, I'll close that out. All right, let's go. This is the city of Detroit versus Lamont Sheldon Griffin Jr., case number 14-4481961, SP 1270901, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1270981. Appearance for the record, please, Ms. Bradfield.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daphne Bradfield, P70578 on behalf of Mr. Griffin. State your name for the record, sir.
Lamont Griffin.
All right, Ms. Bradfield, I think today is the date and time set for a arraignment.
For purposes of arraignment, he stand muted away from readings, Your Honor.
All right, and I will enter, well, actually, it's pre-trial. We'll arraign him on this bench warrant. I'll enter not guilty to your client's behalf, give him a $0 bond, and I'll recall the warrant. I think he's in a little dismay because he didn't realize he had a 14 case that is in warrant status that I will dismiss now for the age of the ticket.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I say something?
Not yet, sir. Well, you can ask this. Do you have a valid registration and insurance for this vehicle?
Yes.
Let's see what you have. And you have a valid driver's license, because I believe you have a valid driver's license because I can look at the dismay on your face when I said that you had an 014 warrant out.
Yeah, I had no idea. But this is my valid license here. I mean, my sheriff.
You have to, first of all, you're gonna have to turn the background off on your background because it blurs everything out. I can't see it. Okay. I need to see run this driver's license for me, please, Mr. Griffin. I need to see valid registration and insurance.
Okay, let me I'm not really sure how to do this background. I'm actually at my place of employment, so
all right, so how can we help him with that background, Miss
May it please this honorable court, Dante Goss, P60162, behalf of the people. Your Honor, pretty much if the defective brake is the only issue, so if he can plead to that, we can just dismiss the other matters.
All right, $120 for the defective equipment.
Well, I was about to say I also got that taken care of. Also, I have my receipt right here.
Goss, he comes in the court prepared. That's what he's saying.
I see. Either if you can't take out the background, you can scan or take a picture and send it to the judge of your documents.
Okay, I'm actually on
tap more.
There you go.
There you
got
go.
it.
There you go.
All right, now you got it.
Okay, so this is my insurance. I don't know if you can.
This is what?
See the date. This is my insurance.
All right. Yeah, that camera might not be the best. What's the expiration date on that?
Expiration date is 09/01/2023.
Very well. What's let's see registration. Bring it back a little bit. Camera's not the best on that computer. All right, what is that registration date?
Registration expires 09/28/2023.
All right, I have a valid driver's license for Mr. Griffin. So I'm gonna call it good, Mr. Goss.
And I also had the receipt for my brake lights. I got that
Yeah,
repaired. Also.
I'm gonna call it good. All right, we're gonna dismiss the cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for coming prepared, sir. I'm gonna waive the warrant fee and any fees on that old 2017, 2014 case.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, and nothing further. You have a very good day, sir. All right,
All right, thank you, you too.
provided valid documentation. Are you free to leave?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here.
I'll put you out.
Okay, thank you.
All right, have a good one. Okay. Mr. Fletch. This is the city of Detroit versus Joseph Allen Fletch, case number U 61001421. Appearance for the record, please.
What was the last name, Your Honor?
LaFlette.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. LaFlette. State your name for the record, sir.
Joseph Allen LaFleche.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment. Ms. Bradfield.
For
Go
purpose
ahead.
of arraignment, you stand mute and wait for my readings, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. I'm gonna give him a $0 bond. The offer today is gonna be a plea to a disorderly conduct. Sir, with that offer, with that entails, that you're gonna pay a $240 fine if you wanna take the deal. You're gonna have to get HIV STD testing, and you're going to have to do a misdemeanor morality class. You have an absolute right to a trial. You can also speak with Ms. Bradfield, who is a very, very good lawyer in the breakout room regarding these rights. What would you like to do?
Proceed.
How
Take the
would you
plea.
like to proceed?
Take the plea.
Ms. Bradfield?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to speak with your client or not?
I would like to speak with him.
All right, take a minute to speak with Ms. Bradfield, Mr. Fletcher.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Jaden Graham.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. Do you have valid insurance on this vehicle? I mean, valid registration on this vehicle?
Yeah, I got the receipt for the when I purchased the new tag for the car.
All right, let's see that, sir. Now, let me see what you have. Hold on, I wasn't looking there. Well, let's see some valid, let's see a valid registration.
Oh, I didn't bring that with me because that wasn't the reason I was pulled over, so I didn't bring that with me.
Well, that seems like the reason that they wrote you a ticket.
I had a expired tag. That's why I was pulled over.
Right, so that's if you have an expired tab and you updated it, you should have that little registration receipt.
Yeah, this is the receipt right here. It's
No?
the self-service station receipt for it.
Oh, I've never seen that before. When did you pay that?
The same day.
And what date was that?
On the 15th. Yeah, it was a few hours later after I got the ticket.
Of 15th of what?
What month was that? 1 second. I believe
Your Honor, it was November 15th. I
Yeah,
saw the
no-
paperwork.
November 15th.
That was last year.
Yes,
So it's
Your
still
Honor.
valid, Your
What
Honor.
I'm
It's the
saying
1 year.
is they would have sent him a copy of the registration with the little tab thing on there. Are you satisfied with that, Mr. Goss?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm satisfied. He has a receipt showing that it was paid.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Jaden Jamar Graham, case number SP 1269071. State your name for the record, Mr. Graham.
Jaden Jamar Graham.
Okay, today is, can I get a? Today is the date and time set for. What is today and date time?
Hello?
Mark Graham is the same time set for a pretrial in the matter. Mr. Graham has showed the court a documentation that he is paid and updated his tabs on his car. Mr. Goss has seen that and is accepting that. So I'm going to dismiss the case for provided valid documentation, sir. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day. Good luck to you, all right?
Thank you. You too, sir.
Who's that on the telephone? Good morning to you, ma'am, at 248.
Good morning,
What's your name?
Marilyn Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Okay, sit tight and then we'll get to you soon.
Thank you.
We're back, Charles.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. LaFletch. Mr. LaFletch, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, what's your client want to do?
My client would like to proceed forth with the plea, Your Honor. He did have a
Okay.
question about the class. Is it a one-time class? Is it online?
Yeah, I believe it's on one-time class. We're gonna get him to probation to get all of that stuff, and they can either give you testing sites or you can go get tested at your own choosing. All I need to see is the fact that you did the test. The results can be private to you, and I hope you remain on private to you. So is that the way you want to proceed, Mr. LaFletch? You have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir. I want to, yes, how I proceed.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah, I do.
Or you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
I do.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
I do.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna draw your attention back to June the 15th of 2021. at around, is that 2105 hours in the AM?
Yes,
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Were you in the area of West Chicago and Hartwell Street in the city of Detroit at that time, around that date and time, sir?
I was.
And sir, did you have an encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Did.
And sir, did you offer someone in that area some drugs for an act of sexual gratification, sir?
Oh, sir.
You didn't, okay. So we're gonna set this matter for trial, Miss Bradfield.
Okay, let's do that.
I don't, for what?
Because you indicated that you did not offer anybody drugs for an act of sexual gratification.
You're breaking up, sir.
I said and I asked you a question. You seem to answer the question and understand me when I asked you the question. I said, did you offer someone some drugs for an act of sexual gratification?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't hear you. You was breaking up a little.
All right. So are you satisfied, Ms. Bradfield?
Satisfy, Your Honor.
All right, I'm satisfied. And I'm going to say this about this case after I read the allegation, which is now confirmed that you actually did do what they said you did. And in particular, first of all, do you have a drug problem, sir?
No.
Okay.
You know, sir, this is so embarrassing to me in my family. It just makes me sick. It really does.
I mean, I can understand the embarrassment, but my position is not necessarily that. It's the fact that you take somebody who's at their most vulnerable time, and I guess you felt that this person who's out there on the street, that you felt that they were trying to make a living in order to do something like this, and you offer that person some crack. I don't, you know, that is that's something that's really disturbing to me. You don't even offer them money. You offer them crack. Another vice that this person may be dealing with.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's the only thing I have to say about that is you still get the same deal. I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of disorderly conduct.
Thank you.
I'm gonna fine you $240 for that. I'm gonna
Okay.
order you to test, and I'm gonna order you to take the misdemeanor morality class.
Okay.
And he could pay the 240 today, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. You can either pay that today at any that kiosk in the city of Detroit, or I'm told that you can upload that that app on your phone. That's DIVDAT. I'm also need a good phone number from you.
734-657-7818.
All right, I'm gonna give you 30 days to get this done.
Okay.
We'll have you back on the 5th of October, 2022. And we'll set it for a review on that date at 8:25 a.m. I'm also going to give you the number to probation. because they should get in contact with you. However, if they don't contact you, I need you to contact them by Monday, let's say by Monday morning. And that's just so that you can get them the documentation to the class. They can let you know where the class is. You can get that documentation to them. You can get the testing documentation to them. Then you can have the money paid. That way, when you come back on 10/5/2022 at 8:25, we can get you right out of here, all right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, so you got 8 pen, sir?
Yeah.
313
Uh-huh.
965
6'5".
3414.
Okay. I do the
All right,
Zoom on
so you can zoom in on that day. If you have all those documents to probation, we should get those documents. They should have those and they can get them to the court ASAP, and we can get you right out of here, and we'll close the matter out under disorderly conduct. But I mean, please think about that. I mean, it's something that shouldn't be done anyway. We all know that. But I mean, we're like preying on people's vulnerabilities with things like that. They're already out there struggling anyway. So that's all I have to say, sir. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you back on 10/5/2022 at 8:25. All right.
Yes, thanks. Sir.
All right. Have a good day.
Sure.
Good morning, Officer Croxton. Good morning, Sergeant Alfred. I'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Goss. All right, this is the city of, I called the case of Jayden Graham, Miss Bradfield, and we dismissed his case for providing valid documentation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's move on to Mrs. Kyra Lewis. Are you there, ma'am? Ms. Lewis? Okay, we don't have Ms. Lewis. Let's move on to Mr. Leggett. Isaiah Leggett.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Today is the time set for a trial for you. We're gonna pass that matter until we see an officer show up. If the officer doesn't show up, we're gonna give that officer a half-hour grace period, and we will call the matter at 9 o'clock. And Miss, I'll tell you what, I know for sure Miss Bradfield knows what to do in that instance, and she knows what to do if the officer does show up. That goes for Mr. Glaze as well. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That leaves me with Miss Love, Shayla Love.
Get out of here.
Is Miss Love there? Got 2 non-responses. All right, what about Mrs. Gonzalez? I know she will respond.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
Sorry, I can't see the screen. My phone's broken.
All set. Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Maryland Gonzalez, the case number ST1G42687, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Gonzalez. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Marilyn Gonzalez.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. Ms. Gonzalez, this is an allowing case. Mrs. Bradfield, there's a no insurance attached to it. I don't know if you want to set a trial date for this matter, or your client can plead to the allowing $240 fine. We'll dismiss the other matter and we'll dismiss the allowing upon payment. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Ms. Gonzalez, so you can talk facts and circumstances with Mrs. Bradfield. And Ms. Bradfield can potentially help advise you on a route to go. But keep in mind, it's your case and you're in the driver's seat. She's just there to navigate, help you navigate, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Join the room, please. Mr. Lockridge. All right, Officer Scott, good morning to you. In a breakout room with the city attorney.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, Ms. Lyons. Good morning, Ms. Lyons.
Good morning.
What's your date of birth, ma'am?
3/30/71.
All right.
No, our meeting ID number is 360. 434 0000. Yeah, Judge Perkins. Are you looking for Sean Perkins or David Perkins? Which one are you? Sean, okay, see you shortly.
Okay, let's see, what's this?
Let's you. Let's just- 1:30.
All right, Mr. Lockridge, Ms. Owens, good morning, well, Ms. Owens came in. I got you checked in, Mr. Lockridge. Good morning to you. Chanel Cooper,
John Gaines.
John Gaines.
Yes, sir.
Is that Gains or Gaines?
ES. Junior.
John, John.
Yes, sir.
John Gaines Jr. In the
Yes,
middle
sir.
name?
Daniel.
Very well. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
You have a driver's license, sir?
Not at the moment in
His
time.
driver's license. He doesn't know, he doesn't even know. We'll find out.
Judge Perkins, who was on schedule for what time? Can you have just one?
I got a my license is out of states.
There's no way for me to check a valid driver's license there. Somebody's putting some Z's up over your head?
What the?
That's probably my zone.
Hold
on.
It doesn't bother me. I just want to know how you did it.
I don't.
I gotta figure it out. Hold on.
You don't have to take it down.
Okay. You said we want to take it down.
I told you, I just want to know how you did it.
I have no idea how she did it, sir.
It's mine. It's mine. It's his wife's zone.
You're not answering the question. How you doing, Ms. Owens?
Morning, Your Honor.
Are those prescription glasses? Are you driving a vehicle now?
No, sir, I'm parked.
Are those prescription glasses?
No, sir.
All right, how are you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
I'm waiting on, good morning, I'm waiting on Ms. Bradfield.
I'm
There we
back.
go. All right, let's pull Ms. Gonzalez out the breakout. Let's go back on the record with Mrs. Gonzalez. Ms. Gonzalez, I've given you an opportunity to speak with Ms. Bradfield. Ms. Bradfield, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we would like to ask that this matter this pretrial be adjourned. I would like to ask for an attorney to be appointed in her case. Discovery is going to be needed as well as maybe some pretrial motions.
And we know that this is just an allowing an unlicensed driver to drive and a no insurance. I know
Yes,
you know that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can we get a spot appointment for Ms. Gonzalez? Ms. Gonzalez, is that what you want to do, ma'am?
I don't think so. I just want to get this done and over with. I don't know who or what.
Your Honor, Your Honor,
I know it wasn't me.
Your Honor, based on the discussions I had with her, she's gonna need some help with this case.
I trust that. I trust that. I mean, you know, you got a very, very, very good lawyer there, Ms. Gonzalez, and everybody. I think Ms. Bradfield is one of the best in my
I'm pretty sure she is.
opinion.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's also, can we have the location of their stop, please?
The location was 7 Mile Road in Hayden. That's what the allegations say on 11/15/2021 at around 5:17 p.m. So I don't have any other comments. Oh, okay. I do have some other comments under the.
Do you know what? I'm sorry. Do you know which car it was?
Here, let me.
Yeah.
Like 3 cars.
Hold
Your
on a
Honor,
second.
it's a lot of background noise and feedback from Daniela.
I know it is. That's Ms. Owens one. Let me send Ms. Bradfield the ticket. Here, send her the ticket. It's got some notes under there that can probably shed a little more light on what's going on in this. Let's pass that matter until you get that ticket. And let's go. Is Kiara Lewis there? She's gone. She left. Let's move on to Mr. Lockridge would be next. Are you there, sir? Mr. Lockridge, can you hear me? He doesn't seem to be able to hear me. Let's move on. I've already called Shayla Love, but she didn't answer. Nobody's answered. Let's move on now. Leggett is set for trial. Lyons, is Jessica Lyons here?
Yes.
There's Miss Lyons. All right, let's call these cases. This is the City of Detroit versus Jessica Lyons. Case number is SP 1009799, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 343-8871. SP 343-8881. 12-518-6371. 13-447-5821. 14-476-1943. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Lyons. State your name for the record.
Jessica Lyons.
Okay, she's set for trial today as well. So I should have looked at that before I called all those cases. All right, let's pass that matter until we get either officer in here at 9:30. If they don't show up by 9:30, then we'll get all of the trial people out of here. I do have some officers in the breakout room. I don't know which ones those cases are attached to. Ms. Bradfield, you should be getting Mrs. Gonzalez's information, and once you receive that and review that, I'll let you go back in the breakout room with her.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Lockridge, can you hear me? And I don't think you can hear me. See if Miss Owens is see if Miss Owens is ready. Let's see. She said. All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Danielle Devorah Owens. case numbers. SP 118573 counts 1 and counts 2. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna call it. SP 131-45651. SP 131-4589 counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Owens. State your name for the record, please.
You have to unmute yourself, Ms. Owens.
Ms. Owens, please unmute.
Can you state your name for the record, please? Unmute yourself and state your name, please.
Danielle Owens, please unmute the device and state your name.
All right.
Your Honor, did you get the message from the Wayne County Jail?
I see Mr. Lee on there. Good morning, Mr. Lee.
They
Oh,
sent,
it's
they sent you a
unmuted.
message.
If I'm muted, I apologize. My name is Danielle June Owens.
Your name is Danielle June Owens.
Yes, sir. You said the wrong middle name. My middle name is June.
Okay, let me see. Okay. So we don't, where's Danielle?
Yes, sir.
She at 8:35, the last person at 8:35, Your Honor.
Oh, that's Danielle DeVore.
No, I'm
No, that's
Danielle.
Danielle June Owens. Just
All right,
1 second, Ms.
let's-
Owens.
Yes, sir.
Let's strike that from the record, even though I think we're supposed to have Danielle. They're both spelled the same place. How do we get, okay, that's.
Your Honor, can you put Attorney Warfield in a breakout room, a separate breakout room with me?
All right, let's strike that from the record. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Danielle June Owens, case number SP 133393931. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, sir.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Danielle June Owens. State your full name for the record, ma'am.
Danielle June Owens.
All right, today is, good morning, ma'am. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in the matter. This is a offense of a disregard of traffic signal ticket. I can offer your client a block of traffic, and I can pay, you can pay $175 and close it out. Or you
Your
have
Honor.
a,
Your Honor,
yes.
is that a disregard officer signal?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay.
It is.
So it's a misdemeanor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor. I'm sorry. So this is, we're going to just set a trial date for this because the city's not going to give you an offer on this until he hears from the officer. Okay, Ms. Owen?
Yes, sir.
November the 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
November 14th, sir.
November 14th, 2022 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, good luck to you.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, if I could go back into the breakout room with Ms. Gonzalez, please.
Hold on.
Do I have to stay on or I can log off?
You're free to leave. Just come back on November the 14th.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, Mr. Lee.
Good morning.
Your middle name, sir. your middle name, Mr. Lee?
Oh, Roger Scott, Jonathan Roger Scott Lee.
I'm having trouble hearing.
Okay, you back, you got your device together, Mr. Lockridge?
I'm having to go with my.
Does that work any better for you? He's got a bad internet connection. All right, Ms. Warfield, who do you have?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry about that. I am appearing for Mariah Graham. The thing is, Your Honor, the owner of the establishment that Ms. Graham was working for had contact with Attorney Hill and I guess halfway retained us. Since we filed our appearance, we haven't had any contact with anyone. So I can see that Ms. Graham isn't logged in today, and in all candor of the court, I have no way of getting in contact with her either. I've looked for everything and we don't know how to get in contact with her. We haven't been able to speak to anyone since we were initially half retained, according to Mr. Hill. So. I don't know if you will allow me to make a motion to withdraw. I know we did file an appearance. But I'm not sure if you will allow me to make a motion to withdraw from these matters for lack of communication.
Yeah, I don't understand. They could potentially write the owner of the business for these tickets as well, couldn't they?
I believe so, Your Honor. I'm not sure. Again, Attorney Hill is the main point of contact. I mean, he had an in-person appearance that he had to obtain to, but from his notes, I guess they cited everyone that night. And he had a conversation with the owner. He filed an appearance based off of that conversation, but I guess the payment was never tendered. So we tried to work something out. And just last week was the last time we tried to reach out to the owner and we got no response, trying to prepare for this week. So I'm not sure what's going on.
Where's Mr. Hill?
He has an in-person appearance that he is in another court. That's why I'm standing in for him today.
And you've never, do you know if he's ever even spoken to Ms. Graham before?
No, I know for a fact we've never spoken to the individual employees. No, sir. It was directly through the owner when he initially reached out to us when they first got these matters. And then since then, we haven't had any contact.
And what about the owner? He has talked to the owner, but
He has not spoken to the owner since the owner initially reached out to our office to retain us for these matters. We tried to reach out several times. We've gotten no reply since we were initially brought in on these matters. So again, based off of that initial conversation that Attorney Hill had with the owner, he did file an appearance, but nothing, there's been no communication since then, according to Attorney Hill, despite our efforts to reach out to the owner who we did have contact with initially.
All right. That's what your office is wanting to do, withdraw from this case?
Yes, Your Honor, if you would allow, or break down the communication.
All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Mariah T. Graham, case number U633866622. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield, P85391, on behalf of Ms. Graham.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial on the matter. Well, what I'm going to do, what I'll do is I'm inclined to give Ms. Graham some time to check in. It's 9:24, and generally I give defendants a little bit more time because I do understand that there's a digital divide in our community. A lot of times we've been dealing with notice issues and things like that. So I try to be cognizant of that, and I do try to give defendants a little more time than an officer who I know has the ability to zoom in. So off the record, we had discussions about your office wanting to withdraw from the case. You indicated to the court that the individual in question here, Ms. Graham, has never been in contact with your office. Your office was in contact with the owner of the club, which is Tycoon on 8 Mile Road initially. And you indicated to the court that based on that conversation, your office had potentially signed up, or from my understanding, signed up for a number of cases that arose out of this same issue. You also indicated to the court that since the time of their initial conversation, you haven't had any contact, never had contact with Ms. Graham, and your office has lost contact and hasn't been in contact with the owner. And I believe you indicated to the court you tried numerous times to getting in touch with the owner. Now, before the court is a motion to withdraw from the case, and I'm going to hold my decision in abeyance until at least 10 o'clock to see if Ms. Graham even shows up. I don't know if the officer is here or not. I believe this is Officer Scott. I believe he is in the breakout room.
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
So what I'll do is I will hold my decision in abeyance until 10 o'clock. And then if Ms. Graham does not show up, then I'll make a decision on whether I decide to let your office off the case or not. So Ms. Warfield, can you please check back in at 10 o'clock or there a little thereafter?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
We'll pass the matter. All right, where are we with okay. Let's go back on the record lastly with Ms. Gonzalez, Ms. Gonzalez and Ms. Bradfield, I'll give you both the opportunity to speak about the matter now that Ms. Bradfield was armed with a little more information regarding the allegation. Ms. Bradfield, what's your client want to do?
We never had an opportunity to speak again in regards to the matter.
Oh, she was in the breakout room all that time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, rejoin the room, please. Mr. Lee, I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with Ms. Bradfield as well regarding your matters. I know I got a note here saying that you wanted to speak with me, but what I want you to do before you say anything, I want you to speak with Ms. Bradfield, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lockridge, what about your communications? Are you there? I think you can hear me, but your device.
Yeah, I believe my audio is a little better now. I can hear better. If you can hear me, I can hear you.
Not going to work out that well because you don't have a very good connection. Can you give him the number to call in on the phone?
He has people issues. Lockridge?
Lockridge also owes money.
Oh. And all grades.
Run Lockridge's driver's license for me, please.
Sergeant Alfred, there's no reservation.
No officers appear for Mr. Lee. Is he on trial today?
Yes, he is.
So you still want to talk, Mr. Lee?
Yes.
I don't think so. Your officer didn't show up.
Officer
Don't talk, you just might walk.
All right.
Trial.
Yeah, they set the trial.
Oh, these are all set for trial. All right.
Leggett is set for trial.
Leggett is set for trial. Spidell, he just made it.
Who takes this up?
Before we go on record with the next case, can we mute the Lockridge device?
Hold on a second, wait for Mr. Leggett's devices. Go ahead.
That's what I was just asking before we go on the record with the next case to mute whatever device that was, I thought it was Lockridge. Thank you.
Here for Leggett.
Officer didn't appear, Spidell is here.
What case is he on?
I don't know. All right, he just made it.
Sorry.
He cuts it close.
What's
This is
Lockridge.
not valid.
But today he only had registration.
I think you got registration and license.
Tessie. Thank you.
Bring it with me.
All right. You got it all.
Right here is Jessica Lyons. She here?
Jessica Lyons is here.
Okay.
Breakout. He's in the breakout room.
All right. Mr. Lee, no one showed up. Mr. Lee. Jerry Glaze, no one. From young Sergeant Alfred, no recollection. Anybody else?
Lyons is not there. Yeah.
Lyons. Yeah. Oh, there she doesn't show up. All right. Okay. Talk to Spidell, see what's gonna go on with Mr. Lyons. Thank you.
You have further information?
I'm at the. That's good.
To Mariah. Very low. Oh, for allowing, right? Yes. And we're gonna have to give Mr. Lockridge a phone number to call in, because your device is very slow and it's not coming through, it's just inaudible. Can we give Mr. Lockridge the telephone number, call-in number? Yes.
The telephone number is area code 929-436-2866.
Do I call on that number now?
Yes, you can dial the number, and once you dial it, it'll prompt you to put in the meeting ID number that you already have.
You can hang up your computer, Mr. Lockridge.
For meeting ID?
The meeting ID is 360-434-0000. All right, Ms. Bradfield.
Could I have that again, please?
360-434-0000 meeting ID. All right, let's go back on the record. Lastly, this is Mary Lynn Gonzalez.
Your Honor.
Gonzalez, I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. Counselor, does anything change based on the fact that you've gone over the ticket with Ms. Gonzalez?
I need to speak with Mr. Goff.
Okay. I'm gonna throw you in breakout room 1 right quick and just interrupt him quickly.
Okay, thank you.
Could I please have the meeting number again, please?
Yeah, 360-434-0000. It's the same meeting ID that you use. 360-434-0000. All right, Mr.
Hello.
Lockridge.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's much better. Okay. Mr. Lockridge, you know, you owe work.
Could you say that again, please?
You owe the court $362 from an old case back in 2016 that you pled guilty to.
Okay.
You have these other matters. I'm gonna get you an offer. I believe the offer was pleading to that case, but you've already pled to that case and dismissing the other two cases. But I'm gonna get an updated offer from the city attorney. So sit tight.
Okay.
Get rid of a couple of these cases that when Ms. Bradfield gets back, and then we'll get your case heard, all right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Hello.
Morning.
Did you call Shayla Love?
I called you a long time ago, but you didn't answer.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, Your Honor, we're back.
All right, let's go back on the record for Mrs. Gonzalez. All right, Mrs. Bradfield, let us know what your client wants to do.
Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Goss, and I was in a room with the officers. One of the officers looked up the VIN number. The VIN number is in the person's name that was driving the vehicle. My client sold her vehicle last year, and Mr. Goss is willing to dismiss both counts.
See what I tell you? You wanted, Miss Gonzalez, you wanted to just pay some money and get it all over with.
Yeah,
And,
because I don't even know who that person is. I'm like, who is that person? Like, I didn't do the Secretary of State when I did sell the car. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, well, why
I just
would
want to
you?
get this
why
done and
would you-
over with.
why would you- why- I know, but does that make any sense at all? Just getting it over with? That was less than a. That was, wait a minute. Let me talk. That was less than an hour. That was less than an hour's worth of work. Do you make $240? She doesn't listen at all. Do you make $240 an hour, ma'am?
No, sir.
You see how you can just we just throw money away in our communities. Just throw it away because of impatience. All right, based on the work that your lawyer diligently did and took the time that she's here to do on your behalf, I'm going to dismiss both of the cases, ma'am, so you don't have to pay anything.
Thank you, sir. I won't do it again.
Well, you didn't do anything. Obviously, I would stress to you that don't be so impatient to just throw away the money. Case is dismissed. Have a good
Thank
day,
you.
Ms. Gonzalez. Good luck to you.
As well. Thank you so much. And thank you.
You're welcome.
City of Detroit
Gracias.
versus Derek Romel Glaze, case number SP 1251550, counts 1 and counts 2, U977-60413 and 18-474-4211. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Glaze. State your name for the record, sir.
Derek Romel Glaze.
Dante Goss, we have the people.
Okay, Your Honor. Go ahead, Mr. Goss.
On the ticket that Sergeant Alfred wrote, the people cannot proceed due to no recollection. Sergeant Alfred did appear, and I did have an opportunity to speak.
And which ticket is that? I'll find one.
It should be the second from the bottom.
No, Buffington, Garrett. I have another ticket, City of Detroit versus Derek Romel Glaze, U52116809. I don't see, Sergeant, then that ticket's in warrant status.
I'm a senior.
Let's see if that's you. What's your date of birth?
July the 27th, 1969.
Let's strike that U52116809 from the record. All right, go ahead, Ms. Bradfield. The day is date time set for trial in the matters.
Okay, Your Honor. Who's the officer on ticket U977-60413?
I don't have a officer that's on that ticket at all.
Mr. Goss, any officer show up for that ticket?
I put on the record for all the officers that appeared.
The one officer that appeared is the 18-474-4211. Officer Alfred, Sergeant Alfred, can you, he's gone. All right, Sergeant Alfred appeared. He hasn't had any recollection.
Okay, motion to dismiss that one, Your Honor.
I would dismiss that one for no recollection. And it doesn't appear that the other officers appear on any of the other cases.
Motion to dismiss on their matters, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss on SP 1251550, counts 1 and counts 2, U977-60413 for no officer. And I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss on 18-474-4211 for no recollection. Sergeant Alfred appeared. All right, if there's nothing further, Mr. Glaze, I'm going to waive the warrant cost, and you'll have to pay any reinstatement fees, $45 for that 18-474-4211 case. If there's nothing further, have a very good day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let's move on to the next person. Let's go to Mr. Leggett. The City of Detroit versus Isaiah Demetrius Leggett, case number SP 1212769, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 138-16081. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Leggett. State your name for the record, sir.
Isaiah Leggett.
All right, today is the date time set for a trial on these matters. Well, let me see this other matter of SP 138-16081. That is not set for trial today. That or formal hearing, that is that is, we'll retry that case now. As for the SP 1212769, one case, and counts 1 and counts 2 cases. Is there an officer, Mitchell here, Officer Mitchell? Hearing no response of Mrs. Bradfield.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to dismiss both of those cases for no officer. All right, as far as the disregard the red signal, the SP 13816081, I can offer your client a blocking traffic for that, $175, 0 points, or he can set that matter for a formal hearing as well. What would you like to do, Mr. Leggett?
I would like to pay the 175, sir.
I didn't hear you.
I would like to pay the 175.
All right. Will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the responsible plea?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, for that stipulation, I'm gonna find your client responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic, $175. When can you pay, sir?
This Friday, if possible, or a week or two.
You gotta speak up.
I could pay this Friday or next Friday if possible.
All right, I'm gonna give you till next Friday. I'm gonna give you till 9. Let's give them till 9/19. If you pay it by Friday, it should be the system. 9/19 is that Monday, September 19th, 2022. Pay that any div that kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload that div that app on your phone, or you can come down to the courthouse and pay that. You pay it, we'll close it out. If not, it's gonna suspend your driver's license. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to Mr. Jonathan Roger Scott Lee. All right, have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the person that's on the phone, is that Mr. Gonzalez?
So, phone is Mr. Leggett. Mr. Lockridge. Let's call Mr. Lockridge's case. This is the city of Detroit versus Dennis Lamar Lockridge. Case number SP 1214215, counts 1 and counts 2. And U 33799916. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Lockridge. State your name for the record, sir.
Dennis Lamar Lockridge.
All right, today is the date and time set, I believe, for a pre-trial in the matter. Let's see.
Show cause.
Show cause. All right, go ahead, Counselor.
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and waive formal readings, Your Honor.
All right, I'll enter not guilty to your client's behalf, give a $0 bond. I have an offer here. I think the city attorney thought that this disorderly conduct case had not been adjudicated. So he put an offer in here stating that he would plead to a 6-month delay for the disorderly conduct and dismiss the other 2 matters. However, that matter was adjudicated back in 2016. It's just Mr. Lockridge never did pay the fines and costs on that matter. That matter was taken under a delayed sentence at that time. Is there going to be an amended offer, or what's going to happen?
Mr. Goff?
I'm looking at the file now.
Okay.
Let's see if he has a driver's license.
He doesn't have a driver's license. All right. So he's going to offer him a 1-for-1 on these tickets. Failure to display and dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor. That'll be an additional $240 he owes. That is going to be a misdemeanor on his record that will abstract to the Secretary of State and will likely generate another 30-day suspension on his license. And that will, but that won't carry any points. Mr. Lockridge, you have to keep in mind that you have an absolute right to a trial. If you want to speak with Mrs. Bradfield in the breakout room, then I can get you to a breakout room and you can discuss the matter with her. What would you like to do, sir?
I would like to speak to her.
All right, very good choice. Very good choice. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Join the room, please. Yeah. Yes.
For 90,
Two improper plates. All right, Love.
yeah, Love, Jessica Love, Lyons.
No, we're talking about Shayla Love. Can we get Miss Love? Do you have valid insurance, ma'am?
I currently don't have a car.
And what's her?
Got two with no insurance.
Yeah, I currently don't drive right now.
Do you wear that scarf up there to the when you go out to the club?
No. You want me to take
Okay,
it
so
off?
why are you wearing it in my courtroom?
Okay.
You don't wear it to the club, but you wear it to the courtroom. Well, I guess which one is more important?
The courtroom.
The club. That's it. I answered that question myself, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
She admitted it.
No, the courtroom more important.
No, you just admitted it. You just said it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
How are you getting around now?
Friends, family, Lyft, Uber.
How old are you?
25.
You know you got a car back there somewhere.
I don't though. I haven't had a car in over a year. I haven't had a license in over 2, maybe.
Why don't you get a license? What's wrong with getting a license?
Nothing. The tickets was holding me up. You told me to do the reinstatement, but bills, I got bills. So it's been hard for the last 2 months, but this check is a free check and I was able to pay my reinstatement today. So that's what I was gonna let you know. But my bills.
Come back with a license. I'm gonna dismiss the cases, all right? I'm not gonna give you another chance.
Okay.
Other than that, it's gonna be $240.
Okay, I'll come back with a license. I promise.
And don't wear that headpiece in my court anymore.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me put it on the record when Ms. Bradfield gets back.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, let's go. Let's call it. This is the city of Detroit versus Shayla Cherie Love. Case number SB 102-59941 and 204-583-651. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Shayla Love.
All right. Are you coming down to the courthouse today to pay these?
Yes,
All
today.
right, you have to come down to the courthouse, see if it's already in the computer that it's paid reinstatement fee up front.
What time does the courthouse close?
Which ticket you want me to look at?
I'm gonna give you 30 days to take care of this stuff. Let's see what it's marked correctly in the file. And we'll make sure it's marked correctly. Bring that $90 in on that free check.
It says a fee up front.
On both of those tickets. Don't drive, get a ride.
Okay.
And you let everybody know on YouTube that the club is more important than the courtroom.
It's not.
Well, see, but the thing about it is you ever heard the phrase that actions speak louder than words?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact of the matter, what you say really is negated by your actions. So I asked you when you came in here, do you wear that head thing to the club? You said no, but you wear it when you're in court.
Mm-hmm.
So the actions negate what you said about it not speaking louder. I mean, that's my new line right now. When I see them coming in with the bonnets on their head, I just can't understand my mom, my grandmother, my wife and daughter, they would never come out the house with a bonnet on their head. And that's almost like a fashion statement for y'all now.
Mhm.
I don't get it. Look at Mr. Lee, he sees it. It's like, I saw somebody today riding up Woodward, had a bonnet on her head. I was like, hey, but this is a new age, I guess.
Wow,
You said what?
wow, wow.
This one is updated.
All right, update both of them. All right, we're gonna update both of the tickets. It's 2 tickets down here in your name. I can give you the case numbers if you want, but they should be able to easily pull those case numbers up at the window down there. I want you to come down here today. I want you to pay the $45 reinstatement fee. I want you to wait 48 to 72 hours. So by Monday or Tuesday, I want you to go to the Secretary of State and I want you to get a valid driver's license, all right?
All right.
And I want you to come back on a pretrial date for 10/10/2022. And I promise you, if you get that valid driver's license, I'll dismiss the tickets. But I also will promise you, if you don't get that valid driver's license, either you're gonna have to set a trial date or you're gonna have to pay this money.
Okay.
You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I understand.
All right. 10/10, October 10th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. Please bring a valid driver's license in.
I will. Thank you.
All right, have a great day, ma'am. Good luck to you.
You too.
I'm back, Your Honor.
All right, now before we hear on, we got Mr. Lockridge. Let's bring Mr. Lockridge back in. All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lockridge. The only thing that I had to question the city attorney on is if he was willing to dismiss the 2 matters. Are you there, Mr. Goss?
I just came in. What's going on, Your Honor?
I said, if he was willing to dismiss the 2 matters that Mr. Lockridge pled to the disorderly conduct, and why, and Mr. Lockridge already still owes $362 for the disorderly conduct. That's more than he would have owed now if he would have pled to the disorderly conduct, because I would have only fined him $240. Why does the city not just let Mr. Lockridge pay that $362 and go on about his business with dismiss the other 2 cases?
Because the time difference, Your Honor. When these other tickets he got years later.
May I shed a little light, Mr. Goss?
Sure.
He is disabled and have very, very limited disability income. His mortgage eat about 80% of that alone. So he technically can't afford to pay it. I'm asking the judge if he would mind for that old matter, allow him to be able to do community service instead.
All right, so what to everybody that's listening and online and want to know, Ms. Bradfield is putting up an argument in equity, correct, Ms. Bradfield?
Yes, Your Honor.
And basically, she's just begging the court and doing a good job, because sometimes I know Judge Deborah Thomas over there at Third Circuit Court, Mr. Lee might know Deborah Thomas, but no, over there across the street in Frank Murphy, she told me a long time ago, you know, sometimes if you don't have a good legal argument, you got to have a lawyer that's a good beggar. That's what she said. You know, sometimes you gotta have a lawyer that knows how to do both. You know, So, Mr. Goss,
So,
Mr. Lockridge.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Yes.
how about
Go
this?
ahead.
If you give him the community service, and if he completes community service in the time that you give him, after that is done, I would dismiss the other two matters.
Very good. How about that, Mr. Lockridge? Can you work with that?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Let me ask Ms. Lyons. Ms. Lyons.
Yes,
What
sir.
is this picture? What is this picture that you're putting up on my screen? I would say that you would say that that's her, right?
Yes.
All right. I mean, we're in a court of law.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to find a screensaver for when I put the phone down. Because when I have it up, it's like I'm just looking at myself. It was annoying.
I was looking at the light and I was fine with me. I mean, I don't mind the picture, but I don't know if that's, I don't know. That's you know, wholly appropriate, but
I'm sorry.
let's go there. All right, so let's go there. So Mr. Lockridge.
Yes.
Can you do some community service, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and let's get Mr. Lockridge with Mrs. Green. I need a telephone number for you, sir. I got one. I have one. 313. This is the telephone number up on the screen, right? 7769.
Yes.
I'm gonna set another pretrial date for November the 10th. Will that give you an opportunity to do 12 hours of community service by November the 10th? Can you do that?
Yes.
All right, I need you to take this number down to Miss Green.
Okay.
Unless you're in Southwest Detroit. Are you in Southwest Detroit?
No, I'm in Detroit.
All right.
Off 8 miles.
I'm gonna get you to Miss Green, and her number is 965-8130.
Okay.
And I did inform him to let Ms. Green know that he has a disability too, Your Honor. So she could put him in an appropriate place.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow you to do 12 hours of community service. If you complete it by November the 10th, 2022, I want you to make sure before you come to court that Ms. Green has all your paperwork so we can get you in and out. If you complete it by then, I will dismiss
2020
all tickets.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Let me see what they say he was doing well, not what they say. I wish I could find that old disorderly conduct ticket.
I don't even know what that is from.
That's back in the day when you were out hanging and you were it says you were consuming alcohol in public.
That's being disorderly?
Yes. Of
Okay.
course it's being disorderly.
I can accept that, but I wasn't being rude or disruptive.
No, you're not supposed to consume alcohol in the public. That's supposed to be done in private. Now we got people smoking weed in public like it's okay. You ought to know better than that, Mr. Lockridge.
Well, at that time, there was a celebration, and then we just got caught up.
Isn't it always a celebration when we got the liquor?
Not all the time.
Do you
use it? It's some kind of celebration. It might not be.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Lockridge. If there's nothing further, sir, 12 hours of
So it was the way I could send it. That's why.
So I'm done for now.
Mr. Boss, stop interrupting our court. We're skipping to community service coordinator, and let's allow him to do 12 hours. You should get a contact from Ms. Green. If you don't hear from Ms. Green by next week, give her a call and let her know I allowed you to do 12 hours of community service. All right?
Yeah.
I still will. I appreciate everything, Judge.
All right. If there's nothing further, Mr. Lockridge, have a very good day, sir.
Okay, you
Thank
too, thank you. Okay.
All right, what's gonna go on with Miss Lyons? Oh, you said 2 counts of
2 counts of improper plates, Your Honor. She has a valid driver's license. And Your Honor, can we dismiss the other officers?
who do we have? Corporal Croxton and Corporal Spidell?
No, Officer Scott. Corporal Spidell is on Lyons.
All right, Officer Scott, I didn't see Officer Scott. All right, good morning, Officer Croxton, and I did see, I acknowledge you in the morning, Officer Scott. But good morning to both of you. Which cases are you on?
Officers, Corporal Croxton is on Loggins, Deidre Nicole Loggins.
Let's go back on the record with Graham momentarily. Officer Scott, can you put your appearance on the record, please? You have to unmute yourself. I guess they're not, Officer Scott's not paying attention or doing something else. Officer, there was a motion to withdraw on that case. I told Warfield to come back in. I was gonna put it on the record. There's Miss Warfield there. All right, we can, all right, let's go back on the record with Mariah Graham. Today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. I do have the Officer Scott appeared, but I don't believe Officer Scott is paying attention to the Zoom right now because I asked Officer Scott to unmute himself.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here.
Who said that?
Officer Scott is a
Officer
female, Your
Scott.
Honor.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, sir. I can turn on my camera and stuff. I'm Officer Scott, and I'm here on behalf of Mariah Graham. Well, not on behalf of, but on the case for Mariah Graham.
All right. What badge number department, Officer Scott? Good morning to you.
Good morning. I work for Detroit Police Department Vice Enforcement. My badge is 1140.
All right. Go ahead, Ms. Warfield. All right. What I'll do right now is I will grant your motion. Granted to remove your office from the case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For the reason that you haven't had any contact with the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what I'll also do is I'm going to issue a show cause in this case to see a failure to appear, to see if we can find Miss Graham's whereabouts. If there's nothing further, Officer Scott, you have a very good day. Be safe out there. Ms. Warfield, you have a very good day. And that will conclude that matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day as well.
You have a better one.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Croxton.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning to you. Are you here?
Logins?
Okay. All right, this is the city of Detroit. Let me get that file. DeAndre Lyons.
It's Deidre Loggins, Your Honor, and it's at 8:45.
Yeah, Deidre. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Deidre Loggins. Case number is SP 10496. Let me see. Case number SP 1099619, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Loggins.
All right, Mr. Corporal Croxton, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, indeed, Judge. Corporal Eric Croxton, 665 Detroit Police Officer.
All right, I have you as appeared. I'm trying to see whether we'll just put a warrant out for Ms. Loggins or give her a show cause. It appears that reigned 01/13/2021. For trial 02/2022, 02/22/2022. She failed to appear. All right, we're going to put a warrant out, failure to appear for Ms. Loggins.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, if there's nothing further, Mr. Officer Croxton, you have a very good day. You be safe out there. Always good to see you.
Same here. Take care.
Is John Gaines still here?
Yes, sir.
Let's call the city of Detroit versus John Daniel Gaines Jr. Case number SP 121174113. Appearance for the record, please.
Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Mr. Gaines.
State your name for the record, Mr. Gaines.
John Gaines Jr.
All right, today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Ms. Bradfield, go ahead.
Purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for my readings, Your Honor.
All right, we'll enter not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll recall any warrants and then we will give them a $0 bond. Mr. Gaines indicates to the court that are you resident of the city of Detroit or not? I mean, I guess that would be an argument that you'll want to discuss with your counsel. I have a driver license suspended. However, I believe he indicated that he has an out-of-state license. So that's why I say you might want to talk to your counsel about that, because if you're a resident of the city of Detroit and this is where you intend to permanently reside, I guess that's the definition of a resident, then you would need to get a valid Michigan license. However, if you're not, and I see a Tennessee address here, then that may be something of a different story. So, Mr. Goss, you want to put your appearance on the record, please?
Dante Goss on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, may I have the date of the ticket, please?
The date of the ticket is going to be June 9th, 2021 at around 5:50 p.m., 5:40 p.m. And it appears that it was 3 tickets issued on one day. However, let's see, maybe he.
Huh? 3 tickets.
Yes, 3 tickets issued on one day. So,
Your Honor, what case are we on?
John Gaines, Daniel Gaines Jr.
First person on the 8:30 docket.
All right, so there's 1 ticket disregarding the red signal. That ticket was in default. He paid that apparently paid that on 8/24/2022, or that's when it was closed out. He got himself 3 points on the driver's license.
Your Honor, is that the same occurrence?
8/6/2021, yes, the same occurrence.
Your Honor, people move to dismiss the driver's license suspended due to paying a related matter.
All right, I just see, I don't know where Mr. Gaines has so many different addresses down here. It's pitiful. On each one of these tickets, it has a different address. 2 Tennessee addresses and 1 Kentucky address. And he's in the city of Detroit. Or that's where he got the ticket.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with that.
I've gotten the ticket in Detroit, but I reside in the state of Tennessee. That's where I stay.
All right, we're gonna dismiss the ticket based on prosecutor's motion for paying related civil infractions. I just don't understand that this is, I'll tell you what it is though. This is why the court again does not proceed on ROAs. Because the actual ticket says he lives in Kentucky. This is the actual complaint with the officer's signature on here. But one of the tickets that were all issued on the same date for the no proof of insurance, that has a Kentucky address on, and this is from the ROAs. From the driver's license suspended, that has a Tennessee address in Ashton, Tennessee. And then for the disregard and red signal, it has a Kentucky address.
Yes, I could somewhat explain that. I had a
You don't have to dismiss the ticket, but if you want to, go ahead. And it's really not for you to explain because the Kentucky address is on the complaint. When we get the complaint, the officer puts the complaint in the ticket that he wrote. He gives it to the courthouse, and then the courthouse generates these registers of actions. And so that's somebody downstairs that's generating a register of action based off. It's supposed to be based off the ticket that they got. So, and that's why I mean, the attorneys know what my position on the ROAs. And this is just highlighting why I don't proceed on ROAs, because if the officer handed this one complaint in, which has all 3 tickets on there, it should have all the same addresses on the ROAs, but for some reason the input is different on each one of them in the address portion of it. So I'm going to dismiss the tickets, and if there's nothing further, I'll waive any warrant fees. If there's nothing further,
Your Honor, can we get a stipulation of probable cause?
Well, that's up. You want to stipulate the probable cause in the face for the dismissal of the matter, Counselor?
I don't know if I want to do that because if he's a resident of another state and he provided a valid driver's license from that state, then he should
cause for the stop.
I stipulate for the probable cause for the stop.
Thank you.
You're going to dismiss the case. If there's nothing further, y'all have a very good day, Mr. Gaines.
okay. Is there any way that I can get some sort of documents that way when I have to renew my license?
Well, you go on there and online and get the ROA.
Okay.
That for this case, what you have to wait until Ms. Mathis, my clerk, it registers it into the system so it'll reflect what we did today. But I'm waiving a warrant fee on there, and then I'm dismissing that case, that one driver while license suspended case. All right.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, good luck to you, sir. Have a great day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Jessica Lyons. Case numbers SP 1009799, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 3438871, SP 3438881, 12-518-6371, 13-447-5821, 14-476-1943. Appearance for the record, please. I feel like I said all of that before.
That's because you have. Daphne Bradfield on behalf of Ms. Lyons. State your name for the record, please.
Jessica Lyons.
All right, good morning to you, Ms. Lyons. Today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. Corpus Fidel, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
I'm here.
Oh. -402, Detroit Police Department.
Okay. You just made it, Corpus Fidel. You cut it close again this morning, but you made it this time. I have an offer for your client to plead. All right, here, let me see what's going on with this, because apparently, so let's do this. Let's take SP 3438871. That case was dismissed back in 2019. So we'll strike that from the record. You owe $114 on that ticket for some reason. Your reinstatement fee of $45. You probably owe some sort of late fee. It says that ticket was dismissed because officers no longer on the force. Let's see what SP, the next ticket I'm sure is probably going to reflect the same. That was dismissed, SP 3438881. That reflects you owe the $214 for that. Let's go with essentially, we're here for three tickets, Mr. Goss: an improper license, an unregistered untitled, and an improper plate. Initially, Mr. Goss had given you an opportunity to plead to 2 counts of improper plate. That would have been $240 a piece. That would have been, I would dismiss that upon payment, so it wouldn't have been a misdemeanor on your record. And it does not have any driver's license sanctions because it does not abstract to the Secretary of State. So now, based on looking at the case a little differently, I'm willing to offer you a improper plate and 1 count of improper plate, and dismissing the other 2, the no improper license and the unregistered untitled. And I'll find you just the one $240 amount. Now, I haven't given you an opportunity, and I will do so if necessary, to speak with Ms. Bradfield in the breakout room, because today is the date and time set for a trial. So, Ms. Bradfield, do you need to speak with your client, or would you like Ms. Lyons to speak with Ms. Bradfield?
I would like to speak to the client. What's the offer again, Your Honor?
It's going to be 1 count of improper plate, $240, dismissing the other 2 matters with stipulation of probable cause, She pays the $240 and I'll dismiss that upon payment. And
Okay.
Officer Stipulation, in case your client wants a trial date. I mean, the trial.
Okay.
The biggest thing like that.
All right.
All right, I'll put you in
Okay.
a break and speak
Thank
with
you.
her, and then we'll come back and find out what you want to do. Okay. Vanessa? Okay, are we, Mr. Lee,
Yes, sir.
you like it up in there, huh?
No, I do not.
So why you keep banging? Now you knocking on the door to get back in every time.
Nah,
You are.
I'm trying to, stay out, Don't nobody
It's
want
not
to
that, and Mr. Lee, I promise you, it is not that hard. We get in our own way sometimes. A lot of times, I don't know whether it's ego or pride or whatever the case may be. But you just keep on banging on the door. Hey, let me back in.
I apologize.
You don't gotta apologize to me. You might have some kids out there or some family members that you might have to apologize to.
Oh yeah, of course.
But what I'm gonna say though, the apology, you remember what I told Miss what you call it with the thing on her head, actions speak louder than words?
Yep.
Those apologies go on deaf ears a lot of times when your actions don't support that.
Most definitely.
I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. But I'll tell you one thing though. Like my father used to tell me, they got a place for a bad. You fill in the blank. They got a place for you. And if those are the kind of we kind of always determine our own fate. I know some people are I met with, since I've been on this job now, I met with a lot of exonerees. And these guys, I haven't met a woman exoneree yet, but I'm sure they're out there. But these guys have spent, one brother spent 29 and 3/4 years. Other guys spent 20 years, 19. I'm talking about 19 years and 20 years is a long time for somebody that's really guilty of some of these things. But just imagine 29 years you're locked up and you're not guilty of nothing. That's got to be a tough way to go. And again, the part that I appreciate that I probably couldn't do is they come out here with no anger, no nothing against anybody. They're just out in the streets trying to help and trying to be in the community. And I applaud them for it. But let's go back on the record, Miss Jessica Lyons. Miss Lyons, I've given you an opportunity to speak with Ms. Bradfield in a breakout room. I did want to let the record reflect, Ms. Bradfield, that Ms. Lyons does have a valid driver's license.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she did inform me of that, so thank you.
So the offer is improper plate, $240, dismiss upon payment, and dismiss the other 2 counts. What does your client want to do?
She would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the people's recommendation. Is that correct, Ms. Lyons?
I guess.
You can't guess, man. You gotta be
I'm just saying, I
definitive in that answer.
Yeah, I know. I just forgot I had a death in my family. I had to pay for a funeral, but yeah. Can I make a payment arrangement on that?
Well, let me say this. I'm sorry for the death in your family. I sympathize with you, and my condolences go out to you and your family. I don't do payment arrangements. What I do is you put a date on it. You put the date on, and I'll give you some time. You can make your own arrangements, or you can go down to the courthouse and make an arrangements on that. But I'll just give you some time. If you get it paid off within that time, then so be it.
No, can I pay it online today?
Okay, well, yeah, of course you can. Wait a minute, we go from, no money, death in the family to flush with cash. Let me just drop $240 down now. Yeah, you can do that.
That's true, but I can't keep going back and forth to court. I just gotta be tired. Plus, I know I owe it. Like I said, the officer just happened to show up today. Otherwise,
Yeah, you pulled the short straw.
yeah, as always, it's okay.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to take
Can
the deal?
Can I just have it thrown out?
Miss Bradfield, there's another equity argument there.
Well, you did ask.
Mr. Goss, I'll allow you to have time to advocate on your client's behalf. You know I'm gonna do that.
You did ask her what did she want, so she just gave an honest answer for what she wanted.
Economic hardship.
She did say that. She did say that. I guess I need to be a little clearer when I say that.
Exactly.
I guess I am clear. Yeah, if that's what you want. Mr. Goss, there's Officer Spidell is here. Mr. Goss, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it sounds like everybody has been listening to you, Ms. Lyons, and I told you I'd give you the opportunity and your counsel opportunity to put forth any argument that you had.
I'm saying I have it, but it would hurt me. But
it would hurt me too. I wouldn't want to. I got a lot more things I would want to spend $240 on than a ticket for sure. But go ahead, Ms. Bradfield. Are you gonna try to appeal to Mr. Goss's pull his heartstrings and Officer Spidell? What?
Seriously.
Well, yes, she just had a death in her family. And right now,
my one and only aunt.
And she really needs something positive in her life. So it'd be nice that this will be.
Wait a minute.
It would be a blessing. It would be a blessing.
Let me stop. Ms. Lyons, you talk too much, all right? Let me stop. Mr. Lee, remember we talked about action speaking louder than words?
Yes, sir.
I remember Marlon Evans. He was a very, very, very skilled defense lawyer. I was watching him in trial one day, and he says that 90% of communication is body language. So when Miss Bradfield mentioned about Mrs. Lyons' death in her family, I don't know if you noticed Corporal Spidell's body language when he saw that. It kind of spoke.
I can't see him.
You can't see him, I can.
I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, it spoke kind of volumes to me, but nevertheless, go ahead.
Your Honor, if I speak, I'm in the office and there's a lot of other things going on, so I may have affected someone that is standing next to me. So,
okay.
To anyone, that's how that is very dangerous. By her saying,
are you breaking up, Corporal Spidell?
By her saying that she had something going on in her family, I totally understand that and I sympathize with that. So in no way, if I reacted to someone saying something, it was to that person. It was not in reaction to her.
Okay. All right, I got you. It would just have to be coincidental. No, I got it. What about the argument that her counsel put forth that she needs it's a hardship on her, that is a hardship.
You're the judge. I've done my part.
Well, I guess to Mr. Goss.
Your Honor, I've done my part.
Okay.
At the end of the day, Your Honor, I sympathize with her and her situation, Your Honor. But she created the issue, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Lyons, he said that you created the issue. So Ms. Lyons, if the offer's not gonna change, you wanna take the deal or not?
Yes. Yes,
All right,
sir.
can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Wait a minute, excuse me. I thought I was taking an offer. I have to swear to take an offer?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, I
You've
do.
been through this before.
No, I actually have not really.
You have. I see it sit there on the computer.
I mean, not over Zoom.
Yeah, not over Zoom, but you did it in person. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Corporal Spidell, if there's nothing further, you have a very good day, sir. Be safe out there, all right?
Thank you, you as well.
All right. Ma'am, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
I thought this was a trial.
Yeah, it is, but I still got to go through your rights.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me do this. Let me draw your attention back to July the 19th, 2019, at around 8:11 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of LeSure and Florence Street. Ma'am, did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Can you repeat that date again? I'm sorry.
July 19th, 2019, at around 8:11 p.m. on LeSure and Florence Street in the city of Detroit. Did you have any contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Not to my recollection.
Your Honor, if we could do this under a no contest plea for lack of memory.
What's the city have to say about that?
No objections, Your Honor.
Very well. Well, let's ask it a different way then. Ms. Lyons, if the information or the complaint reads that you had contact with the Detroit Police Department on that date and time and in that area, do you contest that you had that contact?
It reads that on this thing I have in front of me. It reads that I have the notice.
Are you contesting that you said you don't have a recollection, right?
Yeah, I said that last time. That's why you told me to come back, because I was like, I guess if he was like, no, if you don't remember, I don't know. I just literally do not recall.
This matter is from 2019, ma'am.
Yeah, I see it on this. Yeah, I see it.
You go ahead, Counselor. Now, let me ask you this. Did you own a 2003 Ford around that time, ma'am?
I do believe so. I do. That's what I told her in the break room. I've only ever driven Ford Explorers. I don't know, but I've had other cars too. I don't remember.
So this is the classic amnesia case here. Under the no contest plea, I'll allow your client to plead no contest to the matter. You have to stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that no contest plea. Since your client does not recollect, I just want to make sure your client is still not trying to challenge the fact that she got pulled over.
Ms. Lyons?
I don't mean to be challenging. I'm just saying I don't remember that.
I understand that. I mean, I'm not saying what you, I'm saying, you know, when you enter into this no contest plea, it's for lack of recollection. That's one of the reasons why I would grant a no contest plea. But I'm just trying to make sure that you're not going to come back and say, I don't agree with what the police officer wrote. I don't agree that that was me.
Well, I'm not saying a police officer wrote this. It's a thing I have in my hand. It's not handwritten, so I'm not gonna say he wrote it or what. I didn't have the actual ticket that said that, not to my. I wonder, was it me or was somebody else?
What I sense is, I get a sense that, you know, Ms. Lyons, if, you know, that your client is, you know, I don't want your client to come back and say that, this ticket was, that she can contest this ticket later on.
Now she just says she don't know if it was her or not, Your Honor.
I mean, I said that the last court date.
So we need to have a trial then.
I thought this was a trial. That's
All
what
right,
I'm.
we're gonna have a trial. So now, the deal is off the table. We're gonna go on trial for all three matters now. Mr. Goss, can you get Officer Spidell back in here, please?
I can try, Your Honor.
All right, let's pass the matter and let's go on to, Mr. Jonathan Roger Scott Lee.
So, excuse me.
What is it, Ms. Lyons?
Never mind, I'm just over it.
Can I go into a breakout room with Ms. Lyons, please?
Yeah, I think you're gonna need to, because she's gonna make this matter. She's already making it a little worse than it is.
What have I done?
Let's go in the breakout room, Ms. Lyons.
Well, why don't we get Mr. Lee out of here, unless Mr. Lee doesn't mind waiting. Go ahead to the breakout room and speak to her.
Okay.
Take your time, Your Honor.
I already know, Mr. Lee. I was gonna recognize that earlier today, but go back in the breakout room, Ms. Lyons.
Okay. Come in here. Excuse me, I'm just putting my dog up. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go back in the breakout room. Come in here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Come here. I have to put them up because somebody just gotta put them on.
What's it on you, Ms. Lyons?
I'm sorry. So don't push meeting, push, I don't see how to get to the breakout room. Let me look.
It should have a way to get back in that room that we had just assigned you to. Hit the more button or something.
Oh. It says chat, meeting settings, background, and ethics effects. Oh. All it says is leave. Do I leave the Zoom meeting? I don't want to do that.
No, you don't.
Oh, join breakout room. Got it.